Hello YouTube, my name is Maureen and welcome to Reading Reads. It's really strange, I'm doing a video in the morning time. I'm actually here, I'm getting ready to go bridal dress shopping with my best friend. We're doing the other bridesmaids. It'll be fun, but right now I'm going to do a book review. And the book review I'm going to do is Breakfast at Tiffany's by Truman Capote. I've always wanted to read this book. I purchased this book a few years ago and lost it. And I was at a flea market recently and I did see that this book was on sale as a used book, and I was like, yes, I have to read this. So this is actually three stories. The first story being Breakfast at Tiffany's, which is about Holly Golightly and her escapades through New York City. I always thought that Breakfast at Tiffany's was going to be a really happy story, and it may be portrayed happily in the movie, but it's kind of sad. The way Capote writes, it's very sad. Kind of feels like Holly Golightly is constantly looking for something that she can never come across or never achieve. In a way, I kind of compare her to this, like, she's like a female Jay Gatsby. She's larger than life. She wants to live this life that is larger than itself, and she's just missing something, and that's what's holding her back in life. Um, Otherwise, it is a great story. I thought all of this was going to be Breakfast at Tiffany's, but it's actually not. Breakfast at Tiffany's is a fairly short story, and there are a few other short stories in here. The first one being House of Flowers. Um, House of Flowers story is pretty interesting. It is about, you know, it seems like they're indentured servants or slaves, and someone being in love with an indentured servant. I feel like that story is pretty interesting. The next story in here is A Diamond Guitar, and A Diamond Guitar is about a few men and living in, I think it's like a prison camp or like a jail or work jail, something like that, where they do work, something along those lines. And there is a Puerto Rican or Cuban man who has a diamond guitar, and it follows the story of him and another man on, the camp prison cell. I'm not sure, but it follows their story, and I thought that story was pretty interesting. Um, the last story that I really, really enjoyed, and it was perfect for the time that I read it, was A Christmas Memory. And A Christmas Memory is about a young man or a woman, and I believe it's a man, and an older woman who is his aunt, and they have a Christmas tradition every year. And as time goes on, they continue the Christmas tradition until, the little boy has to grow up, and either his parents or someone in charge of him sends him to a military school, and he's not able to live that Christmas tradition anymore. But they keep correspondence with the aunt, and I just won't tell you the rest of the story. But I feel like out of the three short stories that aren't um, Breakfast at Tiffany's, I did like Christmas Memory the best, especially because I did read it around the holidays. Um, Otherwise, this book is really, really awesome. It was a very quick read. The print is huge, and there's like a lot of space. Um, the whole thing comes in around 178 pages, and that's with four stories, so it's like you're reading four little stories in less than 200 pages. I think that's really cool. I'm going to be watching the movie soon. They took it off of Netflix for a little while, and I got really panicked, and my boyfriend actually bought it for me as a gift, and I come to find out that they put it back onto Netflix. So, needless to say, we're probably going to return that movie, and what we're going to do, since they took Capote off of Netflix, we're probably going to buy Capote instead. My teeth look jacked up right now. I don't know what's going on. Just smile and take it, I guess. Otherwise, this book was great. I really would recommend it to anybody who's into classics, anyone who's into Truman Capote, anybody who's into that. It's a kind of sad, melancholy story. I am going to be watching the movie Breakfast at Tiffany's fairly soon, and once I do, I can do I do want to try this thing where it's like a book to movie review where I review the movie and talk about the similarities and differences between the book and the movie. So hopefully that will come soon. But for now, this is all I have to say about Breakfast at Tiffany's. I think I remember the film, and as I recall, I think we both kind of liked it. And well, that's the one thing we got. So YouTube, until we meet again.